Hello and welcome to season 2 of the Crimson Arts podcast. I'm your host, Raj Chutta, and before I bring in our lovely crew today, I just want to express some words here. First off, I had no intention of prolonging the return of the podcast this long, to be honest with you. Truth be told, I actually wanted to do this 2 weeks ago for the Xbox Game Showcase. I was planning to do a full blown reaction between with both me and the folks you'll be seeing on stage in a moment. But as fate would have it, I was out of town that weekend, and I'll get into that in a little bit later. uh, But yeah, I like I said, had no intention of prolonging it as much as I did, and I truly apologize. And to those that are joining, I want to give my heartfelt thanks for putting up with me and my nonsense for the last few weeks. Thank you. And without any further ado, I'm gonna bring in our uh, our crew. First off, we got Robo Guy 75,
Ciao.
and we got a newcomer. How's it going?
For you?
Is everything okay?
My connection to yours, but I just lagged out. I didn't hear anything. You said hi.
Okay, that kind of
How's everybody doing out there?
that. I hope everybody's okay. So we have a lot to talk about. Was that a cat?
Where?
Anyway, so we have, like I said, we have a lot to talk about. We're going to go through the contents of everything going on. So first off, we have a little bit of a memoriam. We had a couple of well-known figures within the entertainment world sadly passed away this month, along with some nonsense happening with the Hasbin Hotel cosplay community, which our good buddy Ethan will elaborate a little further on. Gandalf was recently hospitalized. We got some info regarding the upcoming Uncharted and Mario film sequels, and the big chunk of our episode today will be mostly on the game showcases, mostly on the big three: Xbox, Nintendo, and Sony. State of, you know what? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But let's without any further. Yeah, thank you. So it is unfortunate, but a couple of days ago, actor Donald Sutherland passed away at the age of 88. He is, oh God, I don't know how to put this. Like, it's both
Just a
these
staple, in the Hollywood, and both him and his son, just amazing actors, and just sad to see him go. Everything he's been in, even recently, everything he's been in has just been, fantastic. He was great in Hunger Games. I mean, all his younger roles, the different war movies he's played in. He was
also really good in the 70s remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. And okay, I'm kind of and I know like a lot of documentaries or even dinosaur ones that I loved usually have like celebrity voice actors, and he was actually a narrator in this one dinosaur documentary that I actually thought was both interesting, especially since it talked about ones I've never heard about before. The movie was called Dinosaurs Giants of Patagonia, which focused on a lot of dinosaurs from like South America or something that I've never heard of, like Giganotosaurus or Argentinosaurus. And Donald Sutherland actually narrated that movie, and I thought he did pretty good for that one too.
And
Yeah,
the other,
I just saw
go ahead.
I just saw in your chat that they talked about the Hawaii Five-O actor Taylor Wiley apparently just passed away too. That was recent. He was only 56 years old.
Really?
Wasn't he also in the 51st Dates? I might be getting no. There was some what movie am I thinking? There was some other movie that he was in that I remember. It was a comedy. Was one of the ones he was more well known for, but I cannot remember off the top of my head right now. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, that's what it was. I knew it was one of the ones that I'd seen him in recently.
I think I've heard about that movie.
Actor. Oh, Forgetting Sarah Marshall was great. It's terrible because it's a modern comedy movie, but it was great. Great dumb fun. May all of them Peace.
Yeah,
Peace.
the other one that's also sadly passed away quite recently, and he's a well-known YouTuber, comic historian, aka Ben Potter. Basically, what he did was he would give commentary over the most popular comic books ever, but he not only was he able to give us context on particular story arcs here and there, but the dude was a tremendous voice actor. Like, he gave each time he actually, if you go on his YouTube channel and watch any of his episodes, from The Dark Knight Returns to Under the Red Hood or anything from Marvel's camp, he would always present an amazing voice. And sadly, he passed away due to a car accident, and it really, and he was 40 years old. He died at the age of 40. That is that's
really young.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, look
so-
at talking about accidents. You heard about what was his name? Gordon Ramsay. Did you hear about the whole bike accident?
Yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah.
That Mark, how the fuck is he still alive? Then again, he's Scottish. We Scots people can take a punch.
Pretty much. So,
So may they rest in peace.
So what I want to do is I'm going to give these the folks that sadly are no longer with us a 5 seconds of silence for respect. So let's just begin right now. May they rest in peace.
Indeed.
Anyway,
Now
so
on to
let's
the
get
fun
in.
stuff.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I'll take over for a hot
Is
second.
there never
Being that
some
I've been a
crazy
pu-
thing with like? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Is there like never some crazy thing happening with any of Vivzy Pop's work? And keep in mind,
There's
I wouldn't say I'm
always
like a
drama
mega
around
fan
Disney.
of them, but I still like Hello Boston Hazbin Hotel. I still really enjoy them.
They are fantastic, and I'll get into that once I get Pete the Bluey shirt because dad life. There's always drama around Vivzy stuff. My wife knows more about it than I do. She's been the big fan of hers all the way since 2019, or 2018 when she dropped the Kesha video, which was like her first thing that blew her up. So basically, what happened was at Fan Expo Boston just recently, 3 cosplayers in a group. And mind you, this is all secondhand information. I was not there. There was 3 cosplayers in a group together that were cosplaying Alistair from Hazbin Hotel. For those of you guys who haven't seen Hazbin Hotel, he has very light gray skin. He was just up on the screen if Raj wants to put him back up. Very light gray skin. They were in straight blackface. And I'm not talking like, okay, they were a little dark makeup. We're talking straight like dark as the night blackface. These people were adults. They showed up, and despite people making comments to them, they just kind of went with it. So it was very much, they knew what they were doing, and it's really kind of crappy that happened. But the crazy thing about this, and this is like the thing that really kind of threw me for a loop, is that Fan Expo Boston did nothing about it. Like Fan Expo Boston, apparently lots of people talked about the fact that they went to administrators, they went to different groups about it, like, hey, there's people in blackface, it's offensive, it's racist. Fan Expo has a blatant thing in their policy about racist cosplays, that it's not going to be allowed. And this unfortunately they did nothing about it. They basically told people you're overreacting and just kind of let it happen, which is absolutely crazy that in the year 2024 we had cosplay blackface and that the con did nothing about it. Like, those two things to me are equally just like appalling. That the con did nothing.
Considering we're living in a time where if someone so much as does that, they would like fucking like just swarm you like antibodies to a virus or something. I'm shocked the convention never tried to stop that.
That's what threw me for a loop too. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, if you're gonna see shit like that and you are not gonna do a damn thing about it, like, come on. All right. Oh yeah, that. Yeah. So apparently, Disney is in some hot water regarding, DEI stuff, and I'm like, okay, it's pretty crystal clear that's what's been happening with this company.
But now there's like video
This is
proof
getting-
of some of the
this is
guys
getting
like
what-
of like full blown like admitting and stuff. So something tells me, and I don't know when, but I expect some lawsuits to come up.
Yeah.
I mean, but dude, look at it. It's all the time, and it's so hard nowadays. And that's kind of like the crappy thing about it is the people that are actually victims of racism or victims of different things happening. There's almost no way of proving it anymore because there's so many false accusations that come around, and it's so hard to prove in the first place that people aren't believed anymore. And I feel like it's really hard to do anything about because of just like, how do you prove it? Number one, like how do you prove that it happened without like video evidence, right? It becomes a he said, she said, unless you have documented evidence. And it sucks because if somebody's doing something awful, it's really hard to prove that they did it and do anything about it.
I think it's the same thing for like people saying they were like rape victims or something, and like there still are a lot of people who are unfortunately affected by it, but especially with a lot of shit nowadays, nobody's gonna believe them because they're just gonna assume that they're like the same people like seeking attention or some other things as some of the idiots in Hollywood. That's how much of the damage is done. It's essentially I'm calling it the boy who cried wolf effect.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because the people that actually need help can't get it. But so anyway, back to the whole, you were asking about the has-been group, and I actually do have my wife right here, so I'm going to take one ear off. What all is the drama around Vivzy right now? Because there's always drama around Vivzy. Which is unfortunate because she's a nice woman. When we met her at MegaCon, she was really, really nice. And like, I don't know. So the whole issue with Dave Filoni, the fact is, apparently there was something I just saw about yesterday where it was confirmed that he knew everything going on right now.
Told you.
Apparently there was emails that came out that he approved of everything. Like, I just saw something about that yesterday. That apparently emails came out that he was informed of everything before it went to production. Which is crazy, but we're not going to talk about that because that's a hot button issue.
Very well.
But so if you're going to be a cosplayer, as somebody who's been doing cosplay for, Jesus, I don't even know how many, over 10 years at this point, right? I've won awards for cosplays. I've done dozens, if not probably over 50 cosplays in my life. Been to God knows how many cons. I've got a little bit of grandfather status in the cosplay community. Guys, just have some class, have some respect for your fellow cosplayers. I mean, like, that's always been the biggest thing amongst cosplays. You know, have some respect for your fellow cosplayers. Blackface is never okay, and using cosplay as an excuse for blackface is never, ever okay. It's still offensive. It's still wrong. I don't care what cosplay you're doing. There is never a reason to do blackface. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. Kids are kids.
Yeah, I apologize. But it's unfortunate because, like, you know, the has been group's already been plagued.
You guys keep talking. I'll be right back.
You know, what's up, Raph? So like that's been a thing like in the cosplay community for a while, especially for like the has-been cosplayers. There's already been some drama around them. Like there's always been elitism in cosplay, and there's always been people that are like, the elitism's gotten really bad, especially in the last 10 years once people started monetizing cosplays. And the has-been group's been no different. It's been plagued by that as well, of people just being, you know, not necessarily just elitism, but basically very much hard on each other about their cosplays. Like, I remember it came out recently that there were some Adam cosplayers at a con who were singing along to one of Adam's songs, and people were giving them crap for it. It's like, guys, cosplay is supposed to be about having fun with fellow nerds, about going out and just enjoying our common interests, you know? So, again, just like it's supposed to be a fun thing. Blackface is never okay. I mean, and you look at this character, he's not black. Like, blackface is just never, ever okay. Cosplay is not an excuse for it. I mean, honestly,
I thought we grew past the minstrel show, but I guess not.
Dude, honestly, if you're going to do blackface for any of the characters in there, you could have done it for frickin' Adam. His face is actually black. But still, you don't do it because it's not okay.
Actually, the weird thing is when I saw his design, I thought it was related to, like, freaking Blitzo for a second because of the horns.
Their ears. Are they ears? Are they horns? What are they?
I don't know. I think it's more like a helmet or mask that he has.
Are you talking about Adam, or are you talking about Adam, or are you talking about Alistair?
I think I was talking about, like, I thought Adam was related to Blitzo because of like, the horns that he had.
No. So the horns are definitely part of the mask because you see them come off in the end.
Yep.
Like in the last scene where he gets, you know, when he gets a, you know, stabby stab, you see the mask and the horns come off, and yeah. But I I actually don't know why Adam has horns. Him and Loot and the Exterminators are the only ones with horns, and the horns seem to be a demon thing. So it's a little weird that they have them.
Maybe it's a psychological warfare thing or something.
Sorry about that.
I
Apparently I'm getting a new phone. So I had
Woo!
to,
Very nice.
yeah, an iPhone. I'm back with iPhone, by the way.
Rocket, baby. All right, but we've covered the blackface topic. Thank God we can move on from that because holy crap, guys, blackface never okay.
Really never okay. I
Moving
didn't
on.
have time to create slides for either of these next two discussion pieces, but apparently Sir Ian McKellen was recently hospitalized while being on stage for on-stage performance. I hope he's okay. I heard he's going through a pretty speedy recovery process right now, so thank goodness for that.
Yeah, apparently what it was when I was reading up on it was he fell at a performance that he was doing and hurt himself, so he had to leave the performance early. People in the audience said it was freaky, like all of a sudden he just went straight like, hey, I need help, and he just like kind of walked off the stage. But there was a report that came out just yesterday that he's doing well, he's recovering, and that he was sending out like responses to people like thank you for the kind wishes and everything. So he seems to be on the mend and doing well. Oh, dude, Jimmy Puff, yeah. There's been a couple people recently. I remember shortly before Meatloaf passed, like a year before Meatloaf died, he was on stage and he had like almost passed out. It's scary. I mean, we're getting to the point where we're going to start seeing some of the people we grew up with starting to get to that age.
Time is basically the worst enemy because it's the one thing that you cannot stop.
It really is.
You will understand,
Sure you
Mechanic
can.
Hines, that you're the ruler of everything.
No, if you want to stop time, just go watch The Acolyte.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You
That'll make time feel like it goes
Mechanical
forever.
Hands are the ruler of everything.
Other
That is
news.
just such a.
We got.
I know we're not
one-
talking about it, but it's so bad.
Oh my god. Anyway, so we got a bit of updates regarding the sequels to the Mario movie, which I am kind of looking forward to, and the Uncharted movie, which I am not looking forward to. Honestly, I could give a hot shit about the Uncharted adaptations because, look, yes, while the movie did carry the spirit of adventure regarding those movies. Oh, hold on a moment. Yeah, where is the Sonic 3 trailer? That's what I want to fucking know. The movie's coming out, it's supposed to come out in like 6 months, and we haven't got a single damn trailer. The only folks that did see a trailer was back at CinemaCon 2 to 3 months ago. What the fuck is going on?
It means there's going to be something that's going to happen that is going to delay it. It's going to be delayed. If it's been this long and they haven't done anything, there's usually 6 to 8 months in advance is when we start getting trailers. If it's going to be coming out this year and we haven't seen anything yet, it's just, I have a feeling it's going to get delayed. I mean, especially because they're probably not looking for a Christmas launch for that movie. It's not a Christmas theme movie. I wouldn't see them trying to do an end of the year launch.
Is Paramount really that paranoid that their movie is going to not beat Mufasa the Lion King? And
Honestly, look at Hollywood lately. Look at the movies that have been coming out lately. Like honestly, there's not many movies doing well. You know, I mean, because of streaming, because of people that are getting them day one, like the app that I use. You know, the one that I use.
I'm actually shocked Doom Part 2 and Godzilla X Kong did as well as it did.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. Maybe it's because.
And that's the thing is like when we look at well now. But here's the thing: somebody was just saying recently, name a movie in 2024 that isn't a remake or a sequel.
That's a good point. That's a really good fucking point. Oh my god.
We don't have anything anymore. Like the content that we have now isn't what it used to be. And it's not just a digital aid.
There was a TikToker that actually pointed that out. Like Dune, it's a sequel. It's a sequel. Deadpool and Wolverine, it's been done before. Even though I am looking forward to it, absolutely.
Ooh. I have to disagree with you on that one. It was all right. I don't think it's great. It had all the elements to be great, but I feel like the execution was lacking. Personally, that's my personal opinion.
Honestly, if I want to watch a movie with like a pilot trying to interact with his robot, I think the best story, at least from my case, and I don't mean like just like full blown like separate things. I mean actually like palatable robot. I was thinking of Titanfall 2.
He does have a point there. It's not a sequel. I'll give him that.
Good point.
It was not a sequel.
Actually,
Yeah,
this is more of a TV show, but one show that I actually really liked, and okay, it is based off of something, but the way they kind of do it is a little bit interesting. It's called Fall of the Onto the House of Usher. It's around Edgar Allan Poe, but the thing is, basically, it centers around this family who is essentially in charge of like this huge pharmaceutical empire, and a lot of them are all like very well off at the same time. Most of them are kind of assholes. And the thing is, one by one, each of the members of the family are getting killed off in ways that are kind of similar to some of the stories of Edgar Allan Poe. And it's kind of a little bit interesting.
So
at the same
cross
time,
between the Raven and Hemlock Grove.
I think so. I don't know, but from what I've seen, it's actually a really interesting show and stuff. Like I said, it's still kind of technically based on some of his stories, but the way they do it, as well as kind of frame around all the stories about what's happening to like this family. Like this is one character, I forget her name, but she was the mom from Spy Kids, who is fucking terrifying in this show. Like every time she appears, my heart literally sinks and stuff. And basically, whenever she shows up, you know something terrible is about to happen, and it gets pretty fucking gruesome.
I mean, that sounds pretty similar to like a cross with. Sorry, sounds like a cross between The Raven, which was a movie that came out probably over 10 years ago, with John Cusack, which is basically he plays Edgar Allan Poe, and somebody's using his stories to
Once
commit murders.
upon a midnight
cross
tree.
between that and. But they crossed that with. It sounds like a cross with something called Hemlock Grove, which was like this TV series. It ran 3 seasons. God, again, over 10 years ago. It had the guy who plays Pennywise in it.
Bill Skarsgård.
His name. Thank you. He plays a vampire, and there's another guy who plays a werewolf, and like basically their farms. You'd have to go watch it, but it sounds like a cross between those two, and it really sounds like a really interesting concept. I'll have to check it out.
All right, and I think 2 other things, and I'll mention these 2 quickly, and then we'll move on or something. This one show I haven't seen yet, but I heard it's kind of interesting. It's it's based on like a very trippy sci-fi story called 3 Body Problem or something. I think it's on Netflix. From what I've seen, it's very trippy and also kind of fucked up on some parts. I don't know. And then the third one, and this was released in theaters, but unfortunately, I don't know if it's like a huge box office thing. I think it was more of like an underground thing, but I really liked it. It's called Boy Kills World, and essentially it also stars Bill Skarsgård as sort of like this guy who's kind of like a bit of a kung fu guy, but the thing is he can't speak or talk, so the only way he's able to kind of communicate or at least have thoughts in his head was he used his voice from this arcade game that he uses, and that's essentially his inner voice, which is, I shit you not, Sterling Archer.
Of course it is.
It's a really good and bloody like action film right out of the race.
Okay, I might have to watch. That just sounds fantastic. Bill
out.
Skarsgård and Benjamin. What was his last name? Benjamin what?
Do you actually want to watch the trailer right now, just so I can be able to show you guys?
Hold on, I got it. Boy Kills World, right?
Correct. Trust me, it's really freaking good. I saw it with my dad recently. It is absolutely amazing.
Wait, when did you see this?
We didn't see this in theaters. I just kind of rented it off of like YouTube.
Damn it. Okay, hold on a moment.
Let's do this. This was never a great city, but it was ours.
That's so great.
Always.
Until Hilda van der Kooi took it from us. This is how she keeps control. They call it the calling.
They're all gonna watch and cheer as you die.
That's me, facing televised execution by breakfast cereal mascots. Now,
What the fuck is this?
But let me take you back to an even worse one. The day the van der Koois killed my family and left me deaf and mute. So, I made a 3-step plan. Step 1, give myself an inner voice. I took the last one I remembered from this video game. Player 1 wins. Step 2, get stronger. A lot stronger.
Ooh!
And step 3, join a team.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Yeah, go team. The mission is simple. Make the van der Koois pay for what they have done. Insert crazy action montage.
You fall in love,
Chicago.
You cross your heart and hope to die. You know how hard it is to get a cereal company to
This
sponsor
looks
mass
amazingly
murder?
bad.
Wow.
I'll say this: it's a better film than Guns Akimbo.
Really?
Yes.
It looks on par. Like, speaking of amazingly bad movies, did you guys see Argyle?
Oh, fuck! No!
I did not like that movie.
You have reached your final destination.
It was amazingly bad.
Oh my God, no! I have information. I'm gonna help you. Stop!
Oh.
help us.
Definitely sounded like he was gonna help us.
Anything to do with
God,
Sterling
I'm gonna
Archer
have to
is
watch
always
that. That
going to
looks
be a win.
fantastic.
It actually, I've seen it myself. It's actually really good. And like I said, it's like incredibly over the top violent, and it's freaking hilarious. And I think one of the characters in it is actually from The Raid.
That makes sense. That makes sense. But
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna have
that
to check
does
that out.
look
That looks
really,
really
really
good.
fun.
Yeah, trust me, it's really good. It's like a hidden gem of the
Argyle
year.
was a tragedy. Argyle was a tragedy. Like, I was waiting the
Man.
entire time to find out that was just like some kind of weird twisted like fever dream, like some kind of explanation as well. Nope. They actually went there. Like, the movie was weird. Yeah, that okay. Like I was telling Casey while we were watching, I was like, watch, it's gonna be like, because she asked the cat at one point, oh, you have any ideas for the ending of the book? It was gonna be like the cat's vision of how the book should end. Be like, oh, okay, that would have been funny. No, that's how it
That would have
actually
been
what?
funny. That would have
Right?
saved
That
the
would have been a great twist. It would have. Like, no, this whole thing was always the cat's idea. Everything that happened was all the cat fantasizing about her book. Like, that would have been a great ending and would have saved that movie. That movie was just like, what did I just watch? Ugh.
Honestly, you got the better deal. You got the better
Hold
deal, Captain.
on. If you can go into Argyle knowing it's utter shit and just say, hey, look, I'm going to watch this for brain rot, it's visually good.
Okay,
Visually,
I'll
it's
give you
nice.
I'll give you that. But if I were to like, okay, I would say this. If I'm like really, really fucking bored, I have nothing better to do, and I just, as you mentioned, pure brain rot, then yes, I would totally watch this with my family. You know, because
Yeah.
it's that kind of movie. But
Yeah.
if I want to see, if I'm like in the legit mood to go see an actual entertaining thrill ride, no, this ain't it. This ain't it, Chief.
No. And I'm right there with you. Like, honestly, like, I remember watching it being like, oh, this is a great cast. You got Henry Cavill, you got John Cena, you got what's his
If
name?
you want to see a better spy flick featuring Henry Cavill, there's three that comes to mind. One is Man from Uncle,
Oh, yeah.
Mission Impossible Fallout, which I loved, and
Dude, the
one that-
arm reload. Like, what the fuck?
and the other one, which came out this year, sadly 2 months after, and it flopped, unfortunately. But I absolutely, really enjoyed it. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It's basically the story that gave birth.
I heard that got
to
bad
James
reviews,
Bond.
though.
No,
But I
it's
heard that got
actually
bad
really, really good.
reviews.
No, honestly, check it out. In a way, he's always wanted to play James Bond, but sadly has never.
Dude,
gotten
he
a chance
should
to.
play James Bond.
Yeah, he should.
Like,
Plus,
now
it might be
now
interesting.
that Daniel
It might be
Craig is
interesting to
done-
get a.
The character he plays is basically what inspired Bond. So in a way, he technically got his dream.
Not to mention it. Not to mention, not only would it be awesome, but it would be interesting to see like sort of a buff James Bond.
Well, no,
Yeah.
see, that actually was a thing. They made Daniel Craig tone it down. They said he was too buff for Bond because Bond is not supposed to be that guy. Bond is not supposed to be this big buff muscle character. That's never been his thing. He's always been sleek, just very much
Suave.
slim. Yes, he's supposed to be the gentleman spy, not the brute.
Yeah.
So,
Basically
like,
what the-
Henry
what the
Cavill
Kingsman
couldn't
movie
play
was.
him because it was the same thing. Like when they were talking about Idris Elba playing him, it was the same problem they had with Idris. He's too big. Which honestly would have been great to see Idris Elba as Bond. He's a great fucking actor.
Honestly, in my
Oh.
opinion, I know this actor is slowly becoming a bit of a cliche these days, but I kind of want to see Bill Skarsgård as Bond. He's got the slim figure. you know?
Wait. I don't know. Wait, is he British or Swedish?
He doesn't have. We were talking about it earlier. He doesn't.
Hmm.
I don't know.
point. Good point.
But he doesn't have the air for Bond. Like that's the thing is like when you look at him, he does a really good crazy person. He does a really good intimidating person. I don't see him being the hi. I'm gonna pick up a random hot model looking chick in the bar person.
Watch John Wick Chapter 4. That's all I can say.
I did. No, but he
Okay.
doesn't have that air of. He doesn't have that air of. I'm gonna walk in, right? I'm gonna walk in and just. Hi, I'm
Oh,
just
we got some shit to
swell-
say. We got some shit to say about Perfect Dark, but we'll get to that in a bit. Okay.
Spy
But, yeah,
Family is
I do-
fantastic. For anybody who's in anime, Spy
love-
Family, go check it out. Great fan, like great series. It's got. Blood,
I think I've only
it's got
seen like
gore,
a
it's got
handful of
action,
episodes, but from what I've seen, it is
Fantastic.
absolutely awesome.
It's phenomenal. Yeah, I agree. And from
So
what I
good.
heard from Anthony, the recent movie that came out a short few months ago, you don't have to watch the show. Simply go in and enjoy it. Thank you.
So no, it's really good. If you guys are into like anime and stuff, it's good. It's wholesome. It's got some great wholesome family moments. It's got some great action moments. Like, dude, the action sequence
Oh,
on
man,
the
there's-
cruise is fantastic. So like honestly, go check it out if you get it. But anyway, like I was saying, I don't see Bill Skarsgård walking into a bar and walking up to this ridiculously hot model-looking woman and being like, "Hi, I'm James Bond. Mind if I buy you a drink and take you back to my room to service you sexually?"
I'm willing to
No, he
give
doesn't
him
have the air
benefit of
for
the
it.
doubt, though. I'll give
I
him the
don't-
benefit of the doubt, though. But to be fair, let's be real. If Bill actually does do that, he wouldn't do the suave, gentlemanly Bond thing. He would just give
But that's
the
part of
Pennywise
Bond.
line. I know. No,
But-
I-
Hey, baby, a new
That
angel
is
because I'm
Bond.
allergic to feathers.
Whoa.
that was me. Sorry.
Sorry, I was doing an ASDF movie right there. My bad.
Sure. Okay, so if Bill
Well, like, honestly,
Skarsgård,
I just-
forget about
I
Bond
feel
for
like-
a moment. Forget about Bond for a moment. Imagine, if you will, he actually did go up to a fine lady at a bar. Instead of doing a Bond, he would just straight up give up Pennywise.
Hey, want to come down to the sewers, Georgie? Want to come back to my room, Georgie? With the fucking eyes. Oh yeah.
Oh, we all float
Honestly.
down here.
I can make you float.
Anyway, let's.
All right. You know what time
how
it
do
is.
Yep, let's do this.
You know
wearing
what
my
time it
t-shirt
is.
I'm wearing this T-shirt for a reason. Let's go. Okay, most games are Game Pass Day
Woo.
1. Thank you. So we're gonna go by one. Let's do this, shall we? Well,
Oh look, it's the same thing for the billionth time. Yay!
The last
What?
the last great Call of Duty game, in my opinion, was Black Ops 2.
but I will say this. I'm not lying when I say this. This might be the first time I'm actually legit excited for an actual Call of Duty game since 27. No, wait. When was the Modern Warfare? Oh wait, that was 2019. 2019.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say 2019, but beforehand,
It's the
I know it's the same game. But here's the thing.
it's the same thing.
Here's the thing, though, okay? My problem with Call of Duty in recent years is not the fact that it's the same game over and over. That is basically beating a dead horse at this point, okay? My problem is the fact that, like, the mistreatment of its player base as of late, from the cosmetics and all that, that's like, Warzone effectively killed Call of Duty for me. I don't give two craps. I never gave two craps about Warzone.
Being system.
I mean, like, honestly, the thing is, thank you, Captain Nemo. Honestly, the thing is, like, Call of Duty, and, like, here's the thing. When you go way back, and I'm talking way back, Call of Duty 1, Call of Duty 2, back Xbox original, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 era, right? We're going back. When you looked at those games, they were basically period pieces. Like, they're like, hey, look, we're in this war. We're doing this thing. And it was about the combat. It was like what Tom Clancy was. It was about immersed in the experience. Call of Duty has not been that in 15 years now. The campaign is nothing. I mean, look at the joke Christopher Judge made at the last freaking award ceremony,
Well,
where
to
his
be
speech
fair-
was longer
to
than the
be
entire
fair-
campaign.
To be fair, that was done by the worst Call of Duty developer, Sledgehammer Games.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, if you look at it, they don't even bother with the single player anymore. They half-ass the hell out of it, right? They half-ass the hell out of the story, and all they do is basically like, hey, we're just reskinning and putting this out because we're going to have an online player base. No matter what we do, we're going to have an online player base. I don't even know if they did.
No. Black Ops 4 didn't. But Black Ops 5, which was the Cold War game that came out back when the PlayStation 5 and Series X was officially coming out, that actually did have a campaign. But the sad part is they didn't put too much emphasis. This is why I'm actually excited for Black Ops 6 because they actually put more focus on the campaign this time around. Like if you saw the showcase,
God, I hope they do.
They put like that's why I'm not okay. I'm not saying I'm fully on board. I still need to see more, honestly. But if they put more emphasis on the campaign rather than the fucking multiplayer to showcase, like,
but they don't because their bread and butter right now is microtransactions off of the online play, and that's what they have been focusing on the last 10, 15 years. I feel like microtransactions are the death of gaming and have been for a long time. And you know
that
what?
I agree.
Call of Duty.
That I agree.
Call of Duty.
That
Look at Call of Duty and Fortnite. How does Fortnite make all their money? The game is free. How do they make all their money? It's microtransactions, right?
That's true.
And that's just the nonstop thing. In Call of Duty, they know that that's their bread and butter. They make more money off the microtransactions than they do off the game, so they don't care. They half-ass the hell out of it and focus 100% on the online gameplay. So it's going to be the same thing we've had for every Call of Duty game for the last 10 years with reskins, new maps, bringing back some old maps. So it's the same shit we've already done. I don't know. I feel like they should just stop. Like I really like speaking of what they did.
I'm gonna borrow a little thing from my buddy Steve down here and say, let's just see what happens.
I agree, but
yeah.
See, what I really like is what you looked at what happened. For real. Dude, if they mess up the 90s, if I don't see boy bands and terrible outfits, I'm gonna be pissed. Anyway.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I agree. I was born in the
'90s. If they're going to, yeah, I agree with. I highly agree with Captain Nemo when he says that because, like, if you're going to do a period piece, whether if it's a game,
especially
or a movie,
for something that a lot of your gamers lived through.
Yes.
Especially.
You better bring your A game with that period. Seriously.
Hell yeah.
You want to know why? You want to know why movies like Wonder Woman '84 sucked ass? Because
Gal
they say
Gadot?
that it was, yeah, the one with Gal Gadot. The reason why it sucked is because
that's why it sucked ass.
Well, obviously, but the main reason is the time period. It's called 1984. Yet, what made it feel like it was 1984 other than the time period? Nothing at all. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Anyway, yeah, but if
honestly,
I'm gonna
no
be
offense to
completely
Gal Gadot,
honest
she's
with
just
you,
not that good.
I highly agree. I agree with you, man. But what I do have to say is, if the campaign is exactly what they're promising, then maybe this could be the game changer that this franchise really needs.
I mean,
if not, then we got ourselves another bummy COD again.
It's like Madden. You know what it's going to be every single year. People still buy it. They play it once and then they get rid of it, or they play it competitively for Twitch and for streams. So that's going to be all it's going to be.
Like, unfortunately, Activision and that fuckhead Bobby Kotick created the Call of Duty cycle, if you will. Okay, so here's how it goes. We have the announcement. People are probably in for it or not. Okay. 6 months later, once the game finally releases, people are having a good time. Yada yada yada. 3 months later, okay, we're kind of getting bored of this. Time to move on. And then we get the next announcement, and then all of a sudden, we're throwing massive shade towards the new game and put more love to the game that came out a year prior, and then the cycle begins anew. It's like the old Halo cycle. Remember when the first Halo came out? It was like, this is the greatest game of all time. Then Halo 2 came out. This is the greatest game of all time. Halo 1 was okay. Then Halo 3 came out. This game is crap. 2 was the best. 1 was okay. Then Reach came out. This game is crap. 3 was great. 2 was okay. And then like 4 came out. This game is crap. Reach was good. 2 was okay. Like, and it's just like that cycle. It's like every single time we just kind of progress a little bit forward where people are like, hey. The cycle ends here. We must be better than this.
Something.
But
somebody got a bath. Hey, little bud.
more importantly, I want this game
Do I want to know?
to be fun. I want
Yeah.
to be fun. I just want to have fun. Much like,
Oh, dude, this looks so good.
yep.
Dude,
By the way,
it's so
I'm
good.
actually not gonna install that on the Game Pass. I'm personally gonna buy that one because I fucking love Doom so much.
I don't know. So
I
I've
agree.
I've been really loving the Game Pass lately, purely for the fact of some games look amazing,
I love the
but they're
simple
not.
convenience of Game Pass. That's the biggest selling point. It's the fact that it's super convenient for the user. If you want to try a game out, great. If you don't like it, you can just remove it from your hard drive. That's fine.
Exactly. And like, there's plenty of games that I thought were going to be really, really good, and then I played them. I'm like, oh, this is crap. Like, no offense, Starfield. I had such high hopes for Starfield, and I'm really glad I didn't pay for it.
So, we'll touch on Starfield in just a hot moment. But yeah, Doom: The Dark Ages, man. Holy cow!
I cannot wait for that game.
Me neither.
I mean,
I'm
nothing
Probably
more needs to be said about it.
my
Go watch-
most anticipated, alongside another game, but I'm gonna wait for us to get to the other direct first.
Honestly,
but-
nothing more needs to be said about it. Just watch the trailer. It's fantastic. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I cannot emphasize it enough, but this gave us something that most of the other trailers did give out for the game showcase, was something that I was not expecting. Gameplay. If we're going to have a game showcase, present us with the gameplay. If you have
And they
none of
used
that,
to. They used to. Like, go back to E3 10 years ago. We got gameplay trailers, not just trailers. Although at that point was when we started getting these really high-end mass production, basically 10-minute long mini videos. Like, you look like the Assassin's Creed games. They started out where they would show things, but then Assassin's Creed got to the point where their trailers were just these really mini production movies. Like when you got to Brotherhood and they got to 3 and Black Flag, they basically made like a 10-minute long video clip, and that was their trailer rather than actual gameplay. So it's really good to see gameplay come back.
I agree. I totally agree. Hold on, I'm gonna play the trailer because come on, it's freaking Doom: The Dark Ages, man.
Where's the music coming from? It comes from him.
Wait, is there sound?
I
Yeah, I'm getting no
muted
sound.
it.
Oh,
I
okay.
muted the audio
Why?
because I don't want to risk copyright right now.
That's fair.
I mean, I love this trailer, I really do, but yeah.
No, you got to be careful. You don't want to do anything that's going to hit you in the ass.
Exactly.
Oh, that's why I was asking you
But-
earlier about
oh
like
my
if it was
God,
okay to wear anything branded.
Seriously, that Norse cape that he has or something.
Dude, Viking Doom guy
Oh.
is amazing. Let's go.
He is awaited in Valhalla.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
That
Also,
freaking
Skulls has ammo.
skull
That is
trapped
so
in me,
metal.
Oh my god.
Oh, by the way, somebody already made a mod for the original
Solid
Doom to have that shield.
Yeah, I
Fantastic.
Oh,
saw that. That is
The only thing faster than Rule 34 artists, or almost as it, are Doom modders.
No, you should see cosplayers, dude. I remember we were at one con. They did a trailer at the con, and the next day somebody had the cosplay.
Seriously?
Dude, cosplayers are crazy, dude. They'll literally see a trailer and like a day later have a cosplay together. Dude,
Damn.
that is laggy. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm getting a little laggy from the video.
Yeah, I've seen a little.
Yeah,
it's a-
I'm gonna avoid doing that going forward. But I just wanted to play that for a little bit.
No, dude, it looks
Yeah.
fantastic. It's Doom. It's Doom
Yeah, I'm
meets.
gonna avoid showing trailers going
It's like
forward.
Valhalla. It looks amazing. It's gonna just.
And yeah, when it comes to me and the Doom franchise,
Thank you.
honestly, I've actually been playing Doom since 2008 when they had the first 2 Doom games on the Xbox Live Arcade, if anyone remembers that one. And when I played those, I honestly could not stop playing. I mean, yeah, they were a little bit older than even Halo, but I still just had a lot of fun shooting demons up and other things. And then when Doom 2016 came out,
Did you just say a
that
little
one-
older than Halo? Are you trying to make me feel old, sir? You stop that.
I'm Hey, I'm the old man here too, man.
I'm probably the
We're
oldest. in this
all
group.
pretty old. Go drink your prune juice.
You say that while you're.
Stay
Are you sure there's no
alone,
prune juice in your cup right now?
I am drinking iced
Listen,
tea. Shut
listen.
the fuck up.
It's called Pedialyte. Okay, Captain, you got me. Barely, but you got me.
Your prune juice!
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Back,
All right.
back to the
So
topic.
we're all looking forward to Doom. We're all on the same page. It looks amazing.
And now
On to the next one.
Yep.
I cannot wait. The graphics, the trailer, everything. Oh my god, going back to Albion, the fucking castle, the way it looks, everything about this. Holy shit, I have been waiting for this game for 10 goddamn years already. Let's
Damn.
go. Oh,
You're probably the first hardcore
cannot
Fable fan I've
wait
come
for this,
across or
dude.
something.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
actually
Fable
like,
is the
I'm not-
shit.
I'm not
It was
the
one of the
biggest-
first
I'm not-
games that brought in look at the mechanic that it brought in. Like Knights of the Old Republic kind of did it with the light side dark side thing. Fable was the first one that really brought in like good versus evil choices and how you can from the start just be pure fucking evil or pure good and how it affects the end of the game, how it affects gameplay, how it affects everything. Just everything they did with this game was so revolutionary when it started with Fable 1. Fable 2 is one of the greatest RPGs to ever come out, right? And then Fable 3 was just perfection. The online gameplay aspect of it, bringing your friends in, doing things with them, just the story. And like the one thing that's always been a thing is, oh, come on. The fact of having like the co-op play together and certain vaults that you can only unlock with your friends and do stuff together, it was so good. I loved it, right? I feel like the Fable 3 story was way too short. And I'm really excited to see it brought in with these upgraded graphics.
I remember Fable 3 killing off Angry Joe's son. That was funny. Anyway.
We don't talk about it. Dude, honestly, first and second game were amazing. I feel like 3 was good. It's not the greatest of the series. 2 is obviously the greatest of the series. But 3 was still really good, really entertaining. Again, it was just a little slow paced and short. Like it was just the pacing was weird and it was a very short campaign, but it still had a lot of really good aspects of it. I liked the whole I liked the overall story arc of it. I feel like it had a good story. It was just too short. They didn't have enough to fill it out. I mean, but like honestly, dude, I'm really excited to go back to Albion. I was really excited back on the Xbox One when they did when they were supposed to be coming out with the Fable and it was supposed to with like Kinect and shit, and they had like a whole beta for it, and I was in the beta for it, but they wound up canceling it. I was really bummed. I thought Fable was dead. So to see it coming back and it's a original kind of iteration back in Albion, I'm super fucking hyped for this, dude.
Yeah, I believe it. I'm really I'm not the biggest Fable fan, honestly. I've been meaning to get into the franchise for years now, and I felt
It's on
like
Game Pass.
I'm aware. I felt like this is like the perfect time to do so. The only problem is I need to find out when I'm going to do it. You know, that's my only problem right now. Like
You got to put
scheduling
some time into it.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like the biggest thing.
One of these days.
And tell me what you think, Nemo. I think the biggest downfall of 3 was the fact of how big money is a factor in that game. I feel like one of the biggest things about it is like because how the end of the game is. I don't want to give any spoiler. I mean, it's so old at this point, you should know. But considering how big of a fact money is in the end of the game, like you really do have to focus from the beginning, trying to earn money, trying to get like locations to rent, and trying to do different things like that. Like I feel like that was one of the biggest downfalls. But it also added a kind of a fun element of being like, you know, adding more to the game outside of just the gameplay, having like the whole building your wealth and being all that stuff. But anyway, I'm excited. I really can't wait for Fable. Oh yeah, especially for like your weapons and armor and stuff. The customization was super limited. The stupid die packs were crap.
Now, this is something that Captain Nemo actually. Hold on a moment. Yeah, this is something that Captain Nemo briefly mentioned earlier in the stream, but about
Perfect fucking dark.
Now,
Go
I've
ahead.
I've actually known about this series for a long time. The first game, I think, was actually one of the first FPS games I've ever played in my life. Me and my dad used to play this like all the time when we were younger. Like we was always do the co-op match, especially since it's made by at the time it was made by the same people who did GoldenEye, which is not just like obviously one of the best games ever made, especially for what it did for console shooters, but because my dad is such a huge fan of James Bond, he considered GoldenEye one of his favorite games ever as well. So when we did Perfect Dark, it's been a bit of a long time, and from what I did play, it was still a ton of fun. It has like a lot of interesting like espionage, government conspiracies, aliens. I mean, you go to fucking Area 51 one level, no joke. And for the most part, it was still pretty awesome. And there's also a kind of a I don't know if I would really say a remake, but kind of more like a remaster or something that they had on the Xbox 360, and then eventually Rare Replay, where some of the faces are a little bit weird. Then again, it was based on a game where everyone's hands were literally fists because of the whole old polygonal stuff. But for the most part, it was still a really interesting game. I had a lot of fun with it. I don't think I ever finished it on my own, but I did do the co-op with my dad, and we had so much fun playing it. Perfect Dark Zero, I never really got around to, probably because I heard a lot of people say it wasn't really that good, so I was a little unsure. But when I saw the original trailer for the new one in 2020, I lost my shit because the moment I saw the Datadyne symbol, I literally lost my shit because I immediately knew what it was.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Sorry, my bad.
The fuck, man. But yeah, but then when I saw the new trailer, I was kind of a little mixed in some parts. On one hand, it's nice to actually get more like gameplay from it, and from the looks of it, it seems what would happen if you mix Perfect Dark with Deus Ex and Mirror's Edge. And I'm still a little unsure about some parts, so we'll probably need to see what happens.
Here's what I'm worried about. I'm worried we're gonna have a Duke Nukem game. We're gonna have a Duke Nukem situation. There has been such a big gap, right? I feel like the problem we're gonna run into is that they're gonna lose what made the originals as good as they were. Kind of like happened in Duke Nukem, right? Because it was such a long gap and such a long wait. Kind of like Mirror's Edge. When they made the new Mirror's Edge, they lost what made the original as good as it was. And that's what I'm kind of worried is going to happen here. Because like from the trailer, it looks good. It looks interesting. I hope they don't lose what made. I hope they don't lose what made Perfect Dark so good in the beginning. You get what I mean? Like,
Wait, hold on. What about Doom? That game took a very long time between entries. Like Doom 3 came in 2004, and and then the reboot of Doom came in 2016, almost like 12 years later. And that game was able to turn out good.
No, and I agree with you. I agree with you. Like Doom but it's an outlier situation. That's why I said I don't necessarily think it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen. I just hope it doesn't.
What happened with Doom was that they saw the writing on the wall and they're like, you know what? I think it's time that we just like take a little bit of a time gap and actually reboot the franchise. Doom 2016 was a reboot. We can all agree that, right?
Done with
It was a
Assassin's
reboot.
Creed.
I'm not even going to talk about Assassin's Creed right now. Oh my god, I'm a little on the fence with Shadows. We'll touch on that in a moment.
Well, it's only been 15 years of us asking for it.
I want a fucking remake of the original Assassin's Creed. You kidding me? I don't want the Shadows. Whatever that.
No,
this
I want a remake of the original without the grayscale. I hate the grayscale.
I couldn't agree more.
I think that I think that is one of the worst things about the original Assassin's Creed. Yes, it's super repetitive. Yes, it was lacking, but it was the original, right? It was kind of them breaking into new territory, so you kind of understand where they were coming from when they did that. Yeah. But I want the grayscale gone. It was so hard to look at after the first 2 hours.
Well, honestly, this was the kind of the seventh generation of games, which I still stand by. Like a lot of amazing games came around that time, but at the same time, there was a lot of games that just looked like grays, browns, dark, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I think either trying to get like a gritty look or similar type of thing. I think Fallout 3 did it, the Gears of War games, some of the COD ones, this. So I think it was maybe a general style that was kind of happening around at the time, though. We did eventually get away from that and get a little bit more colorful and vibrant, but
Assassin's
it was something we would still have for a while.
Ridiculous. Assassin's Creed 2 was ridiculous. It was bright. It was vibrant. There was tons of colors. But the original Assassin's Creed was just gray.
Yeah, it got boring as hell after a while. So
It was hard to look at. It was hard to get through the whole thing and do all the repetitive stuff because it wasn't even entertaining to look at. The story was great. The period was great, and the fact that they stuck it into like fit like that timeline was awesome. Awesome. But it looked like crap. So I would love to see a remake of that. But anyway, Perfect Dark. I have high hopes for this. I hope they don't do Nukem it.
I hope so too.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. Anyway,
What's next?
so now we got Shatter Space. What was that? What was that?
Listen, I am trying not to get too optimistic. Like I feel like Starfield was such a letdown because they hyped it so much for so long about being this big new thing, and I had such high hopes for it. It was very
It was mid.
I don't even. I think mid would be a compliment. To be honest with you,
you could say it shattered your expectations in the worst way.
Damn you. So I'm really hoping that this expansion does something. And here's the thing: add co-op, please, for the love of God, add co-op. Just please.
I'm pretty sure they announced that. Maybe I heard wrong. I don't know.
I didn't hear anything about it. Just please add co-op because I think that would take this to a whole other level.
needs,
Don't pull a Fallout. I know we're gonna get to Fallout. Don't pull a Fallout and make a whole new game for co-op. Just put co-op in the fucking game. Give us what we all asked for. Just give us co-op, please.
Let's just honestly, like I tried a little bit of Starfield a while back, just out of peak curiosity. Like, well, okay, is this as bad as everybody is making out to be? And for me, it was okay. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever played. It's a game. It's a game that exists. Basically,
It's not
you know,
bad. It's just not good.
it's just here's the perfect way. Hold on a moment. Give me a second. Oh yeah. Okay, that's fine. The best word I can easily describe Starfield. Generic. That's it.
Again,
It's just
so
generic.
like you said, Captain Nemo, beating the game and having no replay. You know what game and this is kind of like way out of left field. It's older, but you know what game I was really, really hyped for because it was first released on PlayStation and PC, and then came to Xbox like a year later. Was Stray, the cat game. I was so hyped. Everybody acted like this was the greatest game to ever exist, and I got it in the first playthrough. I was like, "This is awesome," and then I tried playing it again. I was like, "Oh, it's not awesome. The concept is awesome, but it has basically zero replayability." Like I hate I mean,
right.
that's kind of how I felt about Starfield. That's kind of how I felt about like a lot of games that have come out recently. Is like, okay, they're interesting enough for one playthrough, but then once you're done with it, like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you look at like, you know, Assassin's Creed 1. Once you've beaten it and 100%ed it once, you don't want to touch it again. Assassin's Creed 2, on the other hand, I like playing multiple times.
Brotherhood.
I'm really hopeful that one of the greatest games, dude. I want them to bring back online multiplayer for Assassin's Creed. Please bring back online multiplayer for Assassin's
No,
Creed.
they're not going to do it.
It was
They're not
so
gonna do it.
good.
I even kind of remember
so
those.
good.
Honestly, and another thing about Assassin's Creed, and this is when GameStop was doing a lot of those funny commercials for like special games. I think I still remember the Assassin's Creed ones. Like for Brotherhood, they did like the Harlequin, and then for Assassin's Creed Revelations, they had like a special mission where you get coconuts, but they're not. But they're bombs. The Ottoman Jester from multiplayer, and Vlad the Impaler's sword. Vladed. Sorry, I still have that song stuck in my head.
Yeah, no, like that was honestly like there was. You remember the old Halo Reach commercials, like the joke ones? Like if you got special skins at GameStop, the guy like blows somebody up, was like, "Oh, you're looking good." Boom, bang, whoosh, and he's surrounded by elites. Like,
how long have you guys been standing there?
Old video game commercials were the best. But no, like, dude, I play old games all the time. Like, what I was playing yesterday, I was playing XCOM. I was playing like old XCOM, Enemy Within yesterday because, like, dude, old games are better.
Hold on a moment.
But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful with Starfield. I'm very hopeful that Starfield is going to be.
That's what I wanted like that's what I miss about game advertising. Like just really fun, clever marketing that pokes fun at others, but still gets the job done.
Plumber boy, mustache man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
And this is
Did
a
you see the-
shine example of that.
Dude, Battlefield Bad
Get to
Company was so good. This first game was so much fun.
Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow.
I think I've only played like maybe halfway through Bad Company 2, and I'm like, I need to finish these games. These were so fucking good.
The
Sorry.
dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever.
I feel like you're getting lagged in the video. I wouldn't keep it going, but like,
The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. What does that mean? What does it mean?
Yeah, well, it's a dream.
How about this song? Mama's little baby loves shortening, shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread.
I miss
dude, like Bad Company was
miss
supposed
marketing
to.
like that.
And dude, like Battlefield,
if you-
Battlefield Bad Company, it was supposed to be Call of Duty with fun stuff. It was supposed to be like Call of Duty, less serious.
I think they
goofy,
actually
have
even
fun.
made
And now
fun.
it's just
Actually
Call of
poked
Duty.
fun at Call of Duty a little bit. Like, actually, Cooley was very much, no. Don't get some special off douchebags with pussy-ass heartbeat monitors on their guns instead of us.
Yeah. And speaking of
Like honestly,
that,
I wish they would have stuck with that instead of trying to make it the next Call of Duty.
Yeah.
and speaking of,
Go, Russ.
well, obviously that trailer for Bad Company was obviously parroting what we're about to talk about right now. Get on stage, jackass. There we go. About fucking time. Holy shit, dude. It's been a long ass time since I've been looking forward to an actual Gears of War game. Gears of War 4 was okay. I didn't hate it like most people did. I didn't even bother with Gears 5 because we're at a different time, you know? But this is like, I'm actually legit looking forward to this one. Because it's finally giving us the answers a lot have wanted for years.
Honestly,
How bad E-Day was, man. I'm really excited about that. What is that?
honestly, I think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be great.
Do you think Cliff
Like,
Blazinski is going to be on it or no?
Oh, Cliff Blazinski, he had some very positive things to say about at least the trailer. I can't say anything about the gameplay because we haven't really gotten gameplay, which is to be expected. It's just an announcement, for crying out loud. But I'm glad they finally at least opened their mouths about what's happening with Gears of War. It's been 5 years, man. 5. What the fuck happened, man? But I'm really excited about it. I thought that I'm not too fond of the children of Marcus and Anya. I'm not really I didn't really care about them. This is what I like to see. The horror aspect of Gears of War was what made Gears of War really interesting to me. You know,
And I think that's what they lost
in
in the last few games. I think they lost
Yeah.
that in the last few games, and that's one of the things that's taken it downhill. If they bring back the gore and the shock value in this one, I think it'll help a lot.
It really would. And I love the inclusion of the Mad World theme, which was how Gears of War was initially introduced to many of us back in the day. But now, with context that Dom is now coming back as well, it adds another layer of what's going on. And apparently Cliffy B said that he's absolutely happy and proud that his baby, Gears, is in pretty good hands right now. So that's all right with me. Honestly, I think Cliffy B is a lot much more forgiving with most games these days, unlike a certain creator of God of War. Which he is totally off his rocker right now. I cannot stand David Jaffe right now. But,
David Jaffe's gone. Bye, Egon.
yeah, pretty much.
Get a little too big for their britches and start having an ego.
And yeah, honestly, I'm still annoyed how Halo has at this point just been dragging through the mud. Not Star Wars bad, but still pretty iffy right now. And I see all these other guys getting like comebacks. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I fucking love Doom. It's pretty much like jumping up in terms of my favorite franchises ever. But I'm still like, just help Halo out or just let it be dormant again.
No, they need to just let Halo die. Halo hasn't been Halo in too long. So hold on, I want to touch on a couple of these real fast because I'm assuming we're pretty much done with the showcase for Xbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Like,
Okay, so the couple I want to just touch on. Couple I just want to touch on for myself. Flight Sim, super excited for that. Super excited because I'm a huge Flight Sim person. I want them to add something new to this. I would love that if we can go to space. That's always been my request, and I know a lot of other people, so that'd be interesting. Mixtape is an interesting concept. The whole idea of being able to like do like a story-based thing with music. Being that I'm, that I play music and I love music as much as I do, I think that's an interesting concept. I'm excited to see how it is. Please let Fallout 76 die. Please let Fallout 76 die.
I agree.
It was the biggest letdown ever. Just let it die and start over, please.
Almost heaven,
Please.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm just let Fallout 76 die, please. Please. Just please.
What's your thoughts on Metal Gear Delta Snake Eater?
I want it. I want it right now. I want it in. I want it right now. I want it in my hands, and I want to play this damn thing.
I got something you can put in your hands.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle looks interesting. I might need to see a little bit more, but it looks somewhat promising. Then again, it's Machine. Then again, Machine Games is doing it, and say what you will about the Wolfenstein games. I mean, I fucking love the New Order, and I thought the New Colossus. Parts of it were fine. The rest of it just kind of eh. But one thing you can definitely count on is they definitely do know how to make it very cinematic, like a full blown movie. So I think them doing Indiana Jones kind of makes sense.
Okay, here's
We'll
how
see
I
how
would
it
put
is.
it. Okay, here's how
We'll see
I
what
would put it.
happens.
I'm going to go by one. Okay, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I'm cautiously optimistic. Indiana Jones Great Circle, looking forward to it. E-Day, looking forward to it. Doomsday, really fucking looking forward to it. Avowed, maybe. I don't know.
Who cares?
Diablo 4.
So excited.
And-
It's been way too long. Let's get a new fucking Diablo. How long has it been? Sorry.
Wait, why are you asking how long has it been? I thought Diablo 4 was recent.
No, I'm talking since we've had any kind of... I want more. When did Diablo 4
Alright.
come out?
Last year.
I thought it was 2 years ago.
Who cares? Flight
Whatever it
Simulator-
was. I want more. I can't
Flight
wait.
Simulator
I'm excited.
2024 looks
excited.
interesting. I want to give it a chance.
Do not
Warcraft-
do not set your clock to September 11th and crash into buildings,
Dude,
otherwise
that's been
Microsoft
just-
will ban you.
Okay,
That's
begin.
been disproven. That's been disproven like 30 times.
Really? Huh.
Yes.
Warcraft. I don't care about World of Warcraft,
I don't
honestly.
care.
Neither do I.
Dragon Age, don't care. As much as I love Bioware, I just don't care for Dragon
I'm not
Age.
really big on
I'm
Dragon
there,
Age
I'm there.
either.
Assassin's Creed Shadow breaks my freaking heart. Stalker 2, I actually want to check that out.
Get out of here,
No
Stalker.
interest. Yeah, no interest, personally.
Age of Mythology, maybe.
I think I actually heard about
No
that game
interest.
through an extended play review years ago, but I never really checked out what it was or something. And it looks interesting. I'm not really into RTS games like that though.
No, honestly,
Fable-
I don't know. Like Age of Mythology was a crappy version of Civ, in my opinion, and I never liked it.
Okay.
Fable, we already went into that already. I'm looking forward to that. Mixtape, I'm unsure
It looks
about.
interesting. It looks like a cool concept. If it's done well, I think it'll be fun.
Perfect Dark. Let's just see what
Excited.
happens. I'm still excited for it. Expedition 33 looks really freaking cool, man. I do want to check that out. I might.
I
check
want to
that
see
out.
what happens when it comes out. It looks very interesting and like it has a lot of potential. I'm excited to check it out when it comes out. Is that going to be on Game
Now-
Pass Day 1? Did they say?
I think it is supposed to be Game Pass Day 1, which good. South of Midnight. It looks okay. It's
No,
basically
it's-
the Louisiana simulator, basically, but I'm
Yeah,
not too
it's
fond of the low frame rate. I get it's an artistic choice, but no, I'm good.
it just looks weird. The whole being in like a bayou thing. Like I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Hold
I
on.
get that it's a stylish choice, but it's just eh.
Not again. You go on ahead and keep talking about each
All right,
of
we'll
these
keep going.
games as much as you
So
want. I'll be
for
right back.
Shattered Space, it looks interesting. I hope it can bring a little more life into Starfield. State of Decay 3, I'm excited for. You know me, I love my horror zombie games. That that kind of whole like post-apocalyptic. Like I'm excited for State of Decay 3. I like that it's going to be on Game Pass. I don't know how that's pronounced. Wukong, whatever. Looks interesting. It's not something that's my usual like cup of tea, so I'm interested to see how it's going to go. Elder Scrolls is Elder Scrolls. If you like it, you like it. It's an online thing, so I don't know how well that's going to do. Because how well have the online Elder Scrolls done in the past?
I don't know. I think I played a little bit of it at one point, but I just kind of lost interest.
Metal Gear Solid. If you're a Metal Gear fan, you got to be hyped to have.
I've
Metal
actually
Gear coming
only
in.
played the first Metal Gear Solid, and I definitely really did enjoy it, even if some parts were a little bit dated, but it's still pretty awesome. And I do actually want to play the other ones. I actually got the Legacy collection on PS3, so I might get around to trying those other ones.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, like if you're a big fan of it, you got to be hyped for that. I've never been really into the series, so it's not my thing. But
I did really like the first one, so I'm going to see how the other ones are.
Fallout 76, please
Fallout 76
let it
just
die.
die.
I know what you're saying, Nemo, with the TV show doing good. And honestly, I actually really, really enjoyed the Fallout TV show. I feel like they did a good job of it. I love Walton Goggins, everything I've seen him, and he's been fantastic. I think he was the best part of that series. But honestly,
the ghoul was my favorite character.
Yeah, Fallout 76, they need to just let it die, make Fallout 5, and just move on. Life is Strange. I know a lot of people love that game. I know my wife enjoyed it. How
many games are in this franchise at this point?
I don't even know at this point. I don't even know at this point. Sea of Thieves. It's not even a new Sea of Thieves. It's just a new season, right? And it's supposed to come out soon. But yeah. Pirates. Yay. Atomfall. Does anybody know anything about Atomfall? I don't even remember that.
Not that I know of.
Okay, for me, State of Decay 3. It's another zombie game. I don't give a fuck about it.
Okay, I think we might want to rush. I think we've been on the Xbox One like a little bit too long.
All right, hold on. Let me go through my take, please, because I haven't. I had to leave for a moment. All right, Wu Chang looks pretty good.
But
I don't give a fuck about Elder Scrolls Online.
Go.
Give us an update on Metal Gear Delta. I'm getting it. Enough said. Fallout 76. Enough of that shit. Life is Strange. Cool. Whatever. Sea of Thieves. Cool.
Yo ho ho.
Atomfall. Don't know what the fuck that is. Whatever. Flintlock. The Siege of. What?
The Siege of Dawn.
Okay. Whatever.
It looks like it has potential. I'm interested to see where it goes. Winter Bureau looks cute. The whole like stylized like kind of story. It's very cool graphic style. I like the idea.
It looks like a storybook. I like it.
It looks.
Fragpunk looks kind of interesting in terms of like how you use the cards and everything. So I'm going to see a little more info on that.
It's too complicated. It's too complicated. It's going to be.
Right. And Mecha Break, I actually do.
It's trying to be.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
And Mecha Break, I actually am kind of interested in. It looks kind of like a more crazy, over-the-top version of Armored Core for me. So I might want to try that.
Yeah, and by logic, there has never been There's never been a bad mecha game at all. So.
I mean, at most, it would probably just be weak or mid, but never really a horrible one.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Dynasty Warriors Gundam games were pretty bad.
But for the overall presentation of the showcase, it's a 9 out of 10 for me. Simply because, well, for one, where the fuck was Halo? But I think that has it's pretty much beating around a dead horse at this point. But they cooked. They freaking cooked this year. They actually gave us solid announcements. And most of them I'm actually looking forward to.
And honestly, this is the first year in a while where I have more than one game I'm excited for. Like, this is the first showcase in a while where I'm like, there's a good amount of stuff coming out in all areas. It's not just like, hey, we're focusing on AAAs and only AAAs. Like, it's all over the place. There's a lot of content. It looks like it's going to be a really good year for Xbox players.
Yep. Let's just pray that these games actually both live up and that the studios that made them do not get shut down.
Yes.
So,
anyway,
all right. What's next?
Let's hop on over to our good friends at Nintendo. We got a Nintendo Direct. Both me and Steve actually checked this out. We're just gonna slim past this pretty quickly. It's not gonna take too long because majority of the showcase or Direct was just mostly Japanese
anime. Here's a Mario game.
Thank you. But for the games that they did announce, Mario and Luigi Brothership.
I never actually done much of the Mario Luigi games, but I've maybe wanted to try them out, maybe at least in recent times. So I think they actually have one of the games on the Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch Online, so I might try that out, and if I like it enough, I might give this a bit of a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mario games are great. Oh, the Zelda Focus game.
The first Zelda game where you get to play as Zelda since Zelda Wand of Gamelon on the CDI.
Why did you remind me? You killed me!
Good.
I like the art style. I think it's cute. I don't know.
Is this actually the same people who did Link's Awakening remake?
It looks like it's got the same art style. But yeah, I'm
Could be
definitely looking forward. I'm definitely looking forward to this. It's very, very, very cute, very upbeat, and a lot of fun looking, which is something that a lot of games need to focus on more on. Fun.
Yes.
And speaking of fun,
New Mario Party. Woo!
Weirdly enough, growing up, my folks actually at one point actually banned me and my sister from playing these games because we would just fight too much over this damn franchise.
That's
My
the
wife, my wife hates playing Mario Party with me because I apparently get too competitive.
Yep.
it's called Mario Party. It's supposed to be competitive.
No, it's called I Want to Win. Damn it!
Exactly. And the last, oh my god, about fucking time.
Yes! Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I absolutely love Metroid. I mean, I played them ever since I was a little kid. I think the first Metroid games I played were Fusion and Prime. And yeah, the Prime series especially has been one of my personal favorites. So when I saw the original intro back, or not the intro, the trailer back in 2017, it was the reason I wanted to get a Switch. Then we waited for a long time, so I was a little unsure. And then when I saw this trailer, I absolutely lost my shit because basically when it comes to some of my favorite game franchises ever, I am a massive Metroid fan. Honestly, there is kind of a bit of a possibility that might be a Switch 2 launch title. And if it does, and if it turns out being amazing, it's probably going to be a huge system seller like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm
Honestly,
also looking
I've
forward to
been
this.
waiting for Nintendo to make a new console because we've had the Switch for how long now?
2017.
Nearly a
They need to make
decade.
a new console.
They need to.
Yeah,
I'm
they need to
getting
make a
sick
new
of the
console.
Switch.
Yeah.
I love the Switch. Don't get me wrong, but either it needs to be completely overhauled, or it needs to be completely overhauled.
And actually, one of the characters that pop up into this one that actually also really caught me for a little bit. I mean, I wasn't sure if they were actually going to follow through with it, but the guy that you saw that appeared at the end was Sylux, this actually isn't the first time he actually appeared in Metroid. He was actually in this DS game called Metroid Prime Hunters, where you're not only trying to find out like some sort of ultimate power that was trying to go on, but you're going up against 6 other types of hunters. What Sylux, who despite not knowing that much about, all we really know is he has intense hatred for Samus and the Galactic Federation. So the fact that we see a character who actually had a lot of build up a little bit compared to some of the other hunters in the DS game, and now is having a full blown role in this one. I feel like I was one of the only people compared to some other streamers who like lost their shit when I saw him, because I actually really enjoyed Hunters, even if the control scheme was a little bit wonky here and there. But just seeing this one got me so excited, and I cannot wait for it because, like I said, Metroid I hold just as much as Doom, Halo, Mario, and so forth. So if you want to talk about someone who's like a massive like Metroid mega fan, I'm your guy.
So
Yeah,
for the
to be
overall,
honest, it's honestly good to see Metro coming back.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so happy to see the Metroid's having a second renaissance. Good.
Yep. So for the overall presentation for this Nintendo Direct, I'm gonna have to give it a 7 out of 10, mostly because of the overabundance of JRPGs that were presented. Like, I get it, that's Nintendo shtick, but add some more
gonna
variety,
give it a
man.
5.
Come on.
I'm
I
gonna
think,
give it a 5. 'cause it's the
I
same
think
old
Captain
shit
Nemo
over
might
again.
enjoy a lot of them though.
I give it a 5 out of 10.
He didn't
Same
see
old
the
shit.
Direct. He
Oh,
was
okay.
he was busy dealing with a freaking bird, if you will. So
The
unfortunately,
bird is
he
the
didn't get-
word.
No, it's not in this
Bird,
case.
but the bird is the word.
But now we went really high. We're stuck in the middle, and now we're gonna go all the way to the bottom of the barrel.
I
Oh,
didn't even see
God.
this showcase.
No one did. No one did.
Hey, look,
No,
the only
like-
interesting thing on this list is Silent Hill 2 remake.
That
That's it.
which I'm also.
What about Monster
Which I'm
Hunter
also-
Wilds?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
all right. Let's just go by one. Concord is some Borderlands meets Overwatch knockoff. I don't care about
It's
that.
cell shaded Overwatch. It looks like crap.
Okay, we got a new Astrobot. Okay, cool. God of War Ragnarok coming on PC. We all knew that. Why did you have to announce that? Dynasty
Nobody cares.
Warriors Origins. Don't really care.
Yep. What the hell is Infinite Nikki?
I don't know, nor do I really care, honestly.
Like, that's the thing. Is like we're looking at this, and what on this list looks amazing. We get 2 remasters are the 2 most interesting things on here. The remaster of Until Dawn and the remaster of Silent Hill 2 are the most interesting things on here. What the hell, Sony? What the hell did you guys even have? What did you even have a showcase for?
They didn't even have anything. Like, when I heard that Sony was producing a state of play instead of a showcase, I knew they were in for disaster. Like,
Oh yeah,
their
this is
state of plays
bad.
were just, it's just basically a in progress of what they're working on, not an actual showcase.
But that's
This
been
was
Sony.
your-
So here's been the problem with Sony for forever, and this has been a problem with Sony from forever. They are not a video game studio. They own a video game studio, but they are not a video game studio. They are a company. Sony has their fingers in everything: movies, music, art, books, everything. They have their finger in everything, right? And because they have their finger in everything, it's the old saying: a jack of all trades, but a master of none. Right? They're all over the place. Whereas Microsoft is like, hey, look, we are computers and we are video games. That's it. And so, like, they build better games overall. So, like, I feel like Sony comes in and they do this half-ass shit like we have right now. Right?
I think,
Like,
ironically enough, I know I'm kind of jumping to like older generations, but I know a lot of people always had fond memories of the PS2 and a lot of the games that they had. But I'm gonna be honest, when it came to like multi-platform ones, I just think the Xbox pretty much ran most of the multi-platforms a hell of a lot better.
no, and so that's the thing is the PlayStation 2 is the greatest console to have ever existed for the quantity of games, the quality of games, and overall it was a game
All
changer.
right.
The PlayStation 2 is by far the greatest console to have ever existed. But since then
Okay.
they've gotten lazy.
They have, and I can confirm that. You want to know why? Let me tell you. See this right here?
Yeah.
What is this? What
Hold
is
on,
this?
Ghost of Tsushima?
hold on.
What does it contain?
Put Captain Nicky's wait. Infinite Nicky is Alice Madness Returns. What? Huh? Okay, I'm gonna play that just for that. I might have to get a PlayStation just to play that because Alice Madness Returns is one of the greatest games that have ever existed. I literally won an award for doing a gender bend of her steampunk dress. Love that.
Okay. All right, so we got Ghost of Tsushima. This is an open world action adventure game where it has some RPG mechanics and an open world. You know, it's got an interesting take on the open world genre, sure, but it's still an open world game with cinematics and all that cool stuff, right? Cool. Now, God of War Ragnarok. I love this game, I really do, but what is it? What is it? What does it contain?
Walking around, hacking at enemies, and going through.
More.
It's an open
More.
world.
Boy.
It's an open world action adventure with RPG mechanics and an open world map. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, here's another one. What is this?
Open
Same
world RPG.
Yeah. Most of their games as of late have been the same shit. I look. There's nothing against these games. I love them. I'm playing them. I played them. I spent an entire ass month trying to get through this. In fact, this has the best DLC ever, and it's for free. And it's not an open world
Yeah,
experience.
Valhalla is actually really good.
It really, really was. You want to know what Sony needs to get back at doing? Making games like this.
Please bring Bloodborne at least
They
to
don't care.
PC.
They don't care, dude. They are resting on their
this.
laurels, and they think because they own multiple studios, they're resting on their laurels. They think because they own multiple studios, they can get away with half-assing shit. But anyway, Captain Nemo. I haven't painted it yet, but yeah, love Alice. The Vorpal Blade from Alice.
Good
Madness
question.
Returns.
Speaking of which, I actually
When
still need
was
to try
last
those
time
games.
they
I actually got the Sly Cooper collection for PS3 that I picked up from J2 Games, so haven't got around to playing it yet.
Okay. So
So, well,
For
so
this-
Sony, I'm giving it a 1.
I'm not giving it. I'm gonna give it a 0. Fuck a 1.
I give it a
didn't
1.
even try. They didn't even try. In
No,
there.
I give it a 1 because I'm looking forward to Until Dawn and I'm looking forward to Silent Hill 2.
About
So for
Until
those two
Dawn.
reasons alone,
You're not gonna believe what happened. Okay, so Captain Nemo was actually going to stream Until Dawn about a month ago, or was it a couple months? Doesn't matter. He was planning on just streaming the original game in its original glory, but Sony bricked the game. Why? Because of the remake. Because of the remaster. That's why. So, if
Of
their
course.
remaster is just as is going to be, it's exactly what they wanted. They better step it up.
I mean, I agree with you.
They bricked
I agree
it.
with you. I mean, like,
They freaking.
Hey, I mean,
So
we all
for
get
this-
bricked up
for
once in a
this
while.
one- Okay, all right, calm down, you. For this reason alone,
Haha.
for this reason alone, Sony PlayStation, you're in third. If it were up to me,
Wait, hold on.
you should not be on this pedestal at
You
all.
You should have used the meme with the guy biting the metal and doing the champagne and everything,
I
acting
couldn't
like he's
fu-
hot shit.
I
And having the
I know
That'd be
I know what
Sony.
you're talking about. I know what you're talking. Hold on, I know what you're talking about, but you know, hold on, I'm gonna
Yeah.
find it. Guy eating metal meme. Yeah, biting metal meme. Okay. I think hold on a moment. It's probably one of my
That
favorite
should have been
memes in
Sony.
general.
That should have been Sony, because Sony, like this was a joke.
It really, really was. Oh man. Hold on a moment. Hold on.
PlayStation, you were king of the world at one point, and even through the PS4 era, you were fucking awesome. But now,
No,
You're
no,
this. You're
let-
fucking this.
let's
This is Sony right now. Unbelievable.
Yep. No, so you know what was amazing was sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought. Ignore me.
You're fine. Second place is Nintendo because, well, they actually had announcements. The only reason why they're in second place is because the over-reliance on JRPGs. That's it.
And over reliance on Mario and Zelda like they have been for the last 50 years.
This really surprised me. To be honest with you, I was not expecting Xbox to be number one this year, because especially what happened as of late with the shutdowns of studios and whatnot. This really shocked me. If they just fucked around like usual, then it would have been probably the reverse, where Nintendo would still come out on top once again, and Xbox will be second place. But no, this is what it is now. I can't believe I'm living in a world where Xbox actually did their freaking jobs right for once.
For real, I mean, they actually came out and looked like a real thing this year. So I mean, I'm impressed with Xbox. I'm really excited for this year for their content.
And what's really important, and this is something that I want the video game awards to be like. That showcase was exactly what the VGAs should freaking be. Game focused. None of the Hollywood bullshit. Games. I go to see a game award show to celebrate games, not this Hollywood bullshit.
And that's unfortunately what everything's become these days. It's all about Hollywood, which is crazy because video games make more money than Hollywood and the music industry put together.
Yeah, look at Halo 3 for crying out loud. A lot of movies when Halo 3 came out back then, they flopped because of Halo 3. Nobody gave two fucks about going to the movie theater because they're too busy playing Halo 3.
Or you could be just Bernie and Gus who ignore their booth at a con to play Halo 2. Well, it's because Sonic is crap. No, I'm kidding.
No, so like
Hey-
I hope that they finally bring that.
Did you guys see they made
out.
Sonic Legos? There's
Really?
Sonic Legos now, and there's Animal Crossing Legos and Minecraft Legos.
There's Legos for practically everything these days.
Well, hold on, Casey. Give me one of the Minecraft ones so I can show them. Because my wife makes the Minecraft ones. I built the collector set. She builds these. It's like here. It's a little bee house.
Aww,
A little
Nice.
Minecraft bee.
that's cute.
It opens up and there's a little house inside. Yeah. They have Minecraft Legos. Oop, hold on, let me put this back together the right way. Oop. Oh yeah, hold on. There we go. A little angry bee.
Oh, that's cute. That's really
If you have
cute.
his face on upside down. The eyes are supposed to be on the top. The red ones.
Oh man.
I don't know. Anyway,
What?
I don't know. So, but yeah, I mean, it's really cool that they started doing Sonic Legos and all that stuff. Did I send you a picture of the one I just built?
I don't think I got it.
Took me 12 hours. Hold on.
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
And I've seen those things at like Lego stores. That thing is huge.
Yep. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that's
Took
pretty much
12 hours to build that. 12 hours.
it. Wow, 12 hours. That's
But here's the
that's
crazy
impressive.
thing, because I've built a lot of the collector sets. Like I built the Olympus Coliseum, I built the Saturn rocket, the NASA shuttle, whole bunch of the environments and everything. Here's the crazy thing: that Titanic is at the bottom of my list. I give it a 1 out of 10.
Really?
For, like the icon sets, it's
Oh my God.
the most expensive Lego set I've bought, and I give it a 1 out of 10 for numerous reasons. Like I'm actually severely disappointed in that.
Really?
Out of all my icon and collector's edition sets, it is the one I hate the most. Like it's just, it feels like they half-assed the shit out of that thing, dude.
Really? Wow. Okay. Oh, hold on. We got
Breaking?
we got some breaking news here. What's up? What's going on?
What's up?
Just give it a moment.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this up for a moment until the.
what's the breaking news?
Oh, we're still.
Megan is getting a spin-off called Soulmate.
Gotcha. Okay. So. Oh my God, no.
Really?
Okay. So, why do I get the feeling this is basically?
That's awesome.
I mean, I'm excited
I
for
like
it.
Megan.
I
Megan
am
was
excited
fun.
for it.
Megan and Megan spin.
But like, you can't help but think of Chuck of Child's Play when it comes to Megan a little bit. But what do I get the feeling that?
I mean,
Soulmate
like
is
honestly, the only
Megan's
disappointment I had in
version
Megan
of,
is
the human characters are
But-
stupid as shit. Oh my God!
oh yeah.
They're so
But honestly,
dumb.
I feel like
you
the thing I liked Megan. I liked the concept and everything. The only complaint I had about it is that it takes 90% of the film to get good, and then it's over. Like,
Yeah.
it builds up to everything for so much of the movie. There's so much build up, and then it's over quick. That's the only thing I was
Yeah.
disappointed in. But overall, it was a really, really cool concept and story.
I can't
Speaking
wait
of
for the
horror
sequel.
films, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of the prequel for Orphan First Blood? Like, I know a lot of people.
Didn't see it.
I
didn't
think
get
it
to
was
see it.
really cool that they brought back the original actress and basically used angling and different camera stuff to make it look like she was still a kid. Like they did a really, like that was. So I'm excited for that. But anyway, I can't wait to see Soulmate. That'll be really cool.
Yeah, that does look good. That sounds interesting, actually. I want to say, like, what do I get the feeling that Soulmate is basically Megan's answer to Bride of Chucky. If that makes any sense. That's what
God,
I'm
I hope
getting out
not.
of it.
God, I hope not.
But to quote Steve once again, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
done. I'm done doing that to you, bud. I'm sorry. I'm done. Anyway,
So what else we got, Raj?
Let's see here. No, I think that's all we've got now. Actually, yeah. This is the end. We covered all we needed to cover. So a little bit
Thank
of
you guys for
updates.
having
going-
me in.
Yeah, thank you for joining. I really appreciate this. This was
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, unfortunately, we won't be able to come back next weekend because I'm out of town. I'm heading for a wedding. So, but the following weekend, we're definitely going to be resuming our posts on Sundays going forward. We'll have a lot more stuff to talk about going forward. Hopefully, I can try to figure out how to get Captain Nemo on the stream. So, let's see what we can do about that. But thank you, Captain Nemo. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you, Steve, for tuning in, for jumping in, and I'll see you. And in about like a couple of hours from now, I will be live on Twitch, just to play some more Hypercharge. Until then, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.